My people, it's about that time.
Like a boss.
Live from the USA, helping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Today we are doing a live price update on Binance BNB to the BNC, showing you what's going on in the charts and showing you how you can make some money as a part of the greatest transformation of wealth in the history of humanity. So if this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK, also known as a crypto trader, and I'm the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Every day I grace this microphone with my voice is another day you get to profit as a result, and today is no exception. So if you haven't done it already, make sure you like this video and subscribe. I try to do a video every single day to try to help you get paid, and this is how we do it. We give away free Bitcoin every single Friday. That means in 2 days, I'm gonna be picking a random video I uploaded this week, a random comment, and bam, it's just that easy to get paid. So shout out your city in the comments. Let me know where in the world you are tuning in from. We have a global community, and I will get to the comments at the end of this video to show you guys some loves as well. So ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's go ahead and make this money. This is Binance BNB to the BTC. If you don't know, Binance is one of the top crypto markets in the world. Think of it as Dow Jones. For the blockchain, BNB is number 4 in the world, has a market cap of about 80 billion. Wow, that's crazy. Units, thousands, millions. See, I remember when them numbers was like down there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Binance got 80 billion of them things to his name. Crazy, but it's still sitting at only $553. Like, to be honest, that's not that much money, all things considered. And that's one of the things that we'll talk about. The trade you always want to look at is whatever your altcoin is measured to Bitcoin, because when that chart goes up and to the right, you just made free Bitcoin, right? And Bitcoin is going to go up and to the right versus dollars. So you just compounded your dollars by accumulating more Bitcoin. So let's jump into this chart. This is our Fibonacci breakout to reload. Boom, boom. We can see we're coming up on this suppression area right there. That's going to be a hard area for Binance to get through. As you see, we spent the better part of 18 months on this side of the chart just trying to get through that zone. So even if we cut that time down in half, Binance still has probably another 3 or 4 months just to figure out if it wants to get through that zone. I think this chart, as I showed you, is kind of in a capitulation state. It's interesting because it's like, I want to see Binance go higher. I think the more money, tributaries make, the more money the streams get below them. As we know, water or money is a liquid asset. So we start to view the economy that we're creating as different streams of water. Like Bitcoin is the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like the Pacific Ocean. But then you got Ethereum, which could be, like, what is it? The Chesapeake Bay that comes in from Washington, D.C. That's like one of the biggest streams of water in the country. And it connects to other rivers. Then you got the Ohio River, the Mississippi, the Colorado. You have like probably 7 or 8 different streams that together connect all of the water inside the United States. And I'm just using the United States as an example. Like, every country is built the same way, right? So Binance is a major life source of water for the entire cryptoverse. So the higher this chart goes, inevitably, the more the other coins that are connected to it will be benefited, right? The problem is when we have a chart that is running into a long-term support and resistance area, then it's not really up to, individuals what happens next. But the good thing for Binance, if we zoom in on this one part right here, and keep in mind this is a daily. I think when you're looking at long-term trends, macro analysis, probably at this point in the cryptoverse, a daily is ideal because these things happen more methodically. Our long-term moving average is accelerating at a very high rate. Our short and our medium term are relatively flat. Even the short, you can say, is in a little bit of a downward wedge, right? That's normally a breakout pattern. Like if we look at the last time that scenario happened, it was on this side of the chart where our long term was screaming, up and to the right. Short term was somewhat down. Medium term relatively flat. Capitulates, come together, boom, breaks out, right? That's normally the pattern you want to buy into. I think the problem Binance has now is that, it's got a lot of, in the football locker room, we would say, it's got a lot of off the field issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looked good when you put a jersey on it and you tell it suit up and go out into the market, but then, it's like John Morant, like you never really know what's gonna happen next. This is why I say that. As we know, the CEO is already in jail. And now, as of 3 minutes ago, Binance faces a new class action lawsuit over money laundering claims. Let's just get one thing clear. Insofar as any perceived governmental authority is concerned, every blockchain-based entity can face these charges. It's just a matter of who they want to charge and why/when they want to charge them, right? Especially these old school exchanges, like, shit, they could have charged Coinbase. I know people that was buying Coinbase with front-loaded debit cards, from CVS, off of Amex, like with no KYC. Like, they were doing that for years, but you don't see Coinbase in the news. Why is that? Coinbase got Wall Street money behind them. Binance was, trying to do their own thing for a long time and alleviate those constraints. So now, this is kind of the ramifications of what happens when, the U.S. government turn they pistol on you, right? That's what it looked like. So the largest crypto trading platform, Binance, and its founder are facing another class action lawsuit for alleged money laundering. The CEO, CZ, he's already in jail, 4-month sentence, slap on the wrist for one of the biggest billionaires in the world. He's expected to be released on 9/29, free CZ. Crypto investors sue Binance for enabling money laundering. Essentially, it's like, I've told you before, the blockchain is mutually exhaustive to the dollar, and every dollar that appears in blockchain-based assets, i.e. $80 billion in Binance, has disappeared from the United States government's liquidity pool. So this, by definition, is a threat to the state. And so now that's why you have XRP, them trying to get like $1 billion from XRP and monetary losses. Binance CEO got to go to jail. Like, these are two of the top 10 companies in the world. So it's, and they were out the longest. So this is why you have, situations that we can start to see kind of like a standoff between blockchain and government. And it's like the louder they speak, the more fines they hand out, the more people that go to jail, the more people that fall in line, The first mouse gets the trap, the second mouse gets the cheese, and these mice are getting the trap right now. So the lawsuit alleges without a platform like Binance.com to launder crypto, bad actor who steals someone's assets risks being tracked down by authority through blockchain tracing. So essentially they're enabling it, saying that, you could defraud somebody, convert it to Bitcoin, run the Binance, switch your money over, and never be heard from again. This story is getting a little bit old. I can't name one drug dealer that exclusively only accepts crypto. Can't do it. Never met one person, you know what I'm saying, in alternative markets that say, you know what, I'm not going to accept those dollars. Just let me focus on Bitcoin. That's all I do. I haven't seen it yet, but, that's what they say. Criminals use Bitcoin, and that's why they must be prosecuted. But at the end of the day, Bitcoin is a better status quo. It is a better alternative. It is a truthless currency. To where you don't need a tank, you don't need martial law, you don't need $10 billion in media propaganda to disseminate one message. It just is. It is a new status quo. It is a new paradigm. It is a new reality that does not necessarily need a flag and 3 letters behind its name to prove its worth. Do you see what I'm saying? This is a much better, much more viable alternative for humanity. And this guy just happens to be kind of the latest face of what you don't want to happen when you build up an organization on the blockchain. He's kind of just one of the first rats to put his head in the trap and bam, snap down. Now you got to go to jail. It's federal prison, but you only doing 4 months. When rich people go to jail, I think it's a different experience. Like, ain't nobody messing with them. They make sure they get their meal on time. They got some money on their books. Like, if you ever seen Goodfellas when they go to jail, like, it's like, they in a different part of the jail. They in the part that, the guards don't really need to be all stressed out and worried, and the bill's already paid for the next 3 months. It's a different world, but, this is where we are. It's the government and some of these huge technology blockchain-based organizations that are kind of at a standoff. And now, like I said, as of 3 minutes ago, the soap opera continues, right? Because when you the only tool you got in the toolbox is a hammer, everything got to look like a nail. So that's the situation that we face. Binance is not that great of a setup right now. Even though I showed you that it's kind of running into this descending, wedge to where ultimately it will go up, I think this latest news could be enough to sell it off, especially if we see another pullback from Wall Street / Warren Buffett / the oligarchs of the American economy. If anything happens over there, Binance could be adversely affected. There are much better charts at this moment to make money, to make you more Bitcoin. I've given a few of those away on this channel, and that's my goal, to help as many people make as much money as possible as a part of the greatest transformation of wealth in the history of humanity. This is our moment. If you are just learning how to trade Bitcoin, if you are just now seeing my channel, I've been making videos since 2017, y'all, since Bitcoin was $500. I said, hold up. I said, Bitcoin don't need no tank to have no value. Bitcoin don't need no petrodollar. Bitcoin don't need no bought and paid for politician to have authority around the world. It's a better status quo. It's like the internet of money. And now we got 10,000 viable use cases of such said technology being disseminated and distributed through all aspects of society. So now we have a new world. It's like Princess Jasmine and Aladdin riding on that carpet. A whole new world is coming together. And we have to be able to discern what our most suitable investment is with regards to expected profitability. And so that's what I do. I got 3 letters behind my name from the great University of Notre Dame. I got some more letters behind my name from University of Wisconsin. I still bleed red and white on Saturdays. Shout out to my Badgers. And, now I dedicate my life to helping people learn about blockchain technology and, more importantly, how to make money in this market. If you want to trade with me for free, drop your phone number on bossofbitcoin.com. I'm going to give you the invite to the group. We got about 20, 30 people in there right now. It's a small group, small but mighty. You know, got some OGs in the building. Shout out Curtis. Shout out 90 Crypto. And, you know, I'm excited to get trading again. We got a trade that we're on right now. We were just talking about it this morning. Did a little pullback, but I'm like, I think it's got another leg. You know, we go just sit on the sideline and let this thing ride. We already up like 15%. I ain't sweating to make no money. You know, I'm putting in $300 a month. I'm about to flip that to 10 bands inside 18 months. Don't believe me? Just watch. And everybody in that group's get to trade along my journey. That's one of the things I'm gonna do with the rest of my lifetime. I'm gonna make my life my great work, and I'm gonna probably accumulate like 10 million. 10, 20 million in crypto, and I'm gonna show y'all how to do it. Nobody's ever done that. So that's my mission. That's my journey. Feel free to join me. BossOfBitcoin.com. Join the money team. Drop your number at the top, and let's get to the comments, to the shout outs. We got Nairobi, the capital of Africa, watching and listening to BK. Yes, sir. Shout out to the motherland. Good to see you. Thanks, BK. Thanks, Megas. Thank you. Gainesville in the house. Portugal. Yes, sir. Orlando. Hey, Jay, what's up, brother? Wholeness and balanced vibrations to you. Pura Vida from Costa Rica. Ontario in the building. Sam Cook to Tim Cook, because I did the change will come. That was pretty good. That was clever. Fort Lauderdale, you know what I'm saying? Mr. 305, welcome. Tasmania, Australia. And my wealth steward bringing it home. With that being said, everybody, it's that time of the day. Signing out. Boss. Boy BK, no matter where you stay, Brazil to Bay or California, yeah, all the way back out through Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Hit that thumbs up button for a player one time. Do that for me if you appreciate mine. Till we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss. Like a boss.